You may find that having is not so pleasing a thing after all as wanting. It is not logical, but it is often true.
You are now watching a Helm original series. The goal is to spark the mind, make the unknown known, bring about a different perspective, or maybe change your life. Relax, sit back, and enjoy the video.
I want to explain to you how they can get just about anyone to do anything that they want using V2K. Technology, being far advanced beyond what people can imagine and believe, allows these weapons to operate incognito and without worry of being noticed. How can you defend yourself against something that you can't see and doesn't have knowledge of? The people who are using these weapons do all kinds of stuff. The opportunity is endless when you are able to become a figment of a person's imagination, being able to read their minds and know what they are thinking, making someone believe their own intrusive thoughts as their own. They can play God and convince someone that they are God talking to them and that they should obey and listen and do as they told. You hear about these stories occasionally on the news. Mother killing her children due to voices in her head telling her to do so because the voices said that their child was a demon and was going to kill them in their sleep. It only makes matters worse when you add technology to the mix because people are already gullible and believe everything that they see and are told. Let me give you an example. Let's say the person who operates these weapons have a neighbor that they don't like who is a guy that is married. And every other night when the guy's wife go to work, the person who operates these weapons stay up all night. Because you gotta understand, these type of people don't go to work. They literally get paid by the government to ride around, go places, mind people's business, go back home and intrude into other people's life who lives in the community. And sometimes it can be everyone in the community doing this, but except one person. Can you imagine your whole neighborhood watching you? So the guy who has these weapons, he sees this other guy who is his neighbor cheating on his wife every other night. And he don't like that one bit. He's jealous because he isn't able to talk to attractive girls or probably haven't had sex before. The program do recruit incels or people who are broken because of their commitment and willingness to do odd jobs. So what this guy do is go follow his wife to work, wait till she go on break, beam a thought into her head, telling her to call out and go home, making her believe or have a feeling that something is wrong. She go home early only to catch her husband cheating on her as he sit back watching it all play out, and he loves it because he lived for this. He feel like God. He feels powerful. It makes him feel on top. See that couple? They didn't know that that whole situation was orchestrated by technology. How could they? Neither of them are woke. Most importantly, if they only knew the reason as to why that particular situation has happened, they probably wouldn't believe it due to the absurdness of the situation. You mean to tell me he was set up by his neighbor who was jealous of him and used a high military grade weapon to talk to his wife in her head, making her do what she thought? When you put it like that, it sounds like we are in a sci-fi cyberpunk movie. We are in a new era of warfare. Most people who aren't aware that they are a victim of this technology either kill someone, kill themselves, or join the network of people who operates in this program. That is why this program is growing like a wildfire. They use this technology to lure in children. They can make dogs bark, create artificial noises that hasn't happened, but you hear it. I believe they use this technology to make it easy for them to get the girl or the guy they want. Because if I can read your mind, then I can tell you what you want to know. If I know your likes and dislikes, I can portray as the perfect guy or girl for you. The amount of women who uses this technology will shock you. Women love to be in control much more than men. But all this is a real thing that is happening, but nobody will say anything because it's hard to prove it. And once you come close, they either steal your evidence or take you out. Rinse, wash, repeat. If you have a job, you should know they use this technology to its fullest. This is why I say that work is just a social experiment. Your boss will destroy their own job to take you down. That's ludicrous, right? But not to them. It's their mission, because they're in their heads too, talking to them wishing it stopped. Then they all will be talking to each other in their heads while you are in the workplace, telling each other when to bend over so you see they ass. All of them will be playing this sick game of having you catch them bend over, and you will know them to be doing this on purpose because nobody bends completely the way they do, to where even you as a person even feel uncomfortable. So I know you doing it has to be uncomfortable too. Also, if you can notice when they sort of space out, you will catch them receiving orders in real time. Some of them be mumbling as if they are talking to themselves. And I think they gotta sit still for a minute in order for the signal to connect to them.